Hello and welcome to another December Days with me, Wayne Clarke of Trinity Baptist Church in Gorton. We've opened the 11th door on our Advent calendar. I hope Advent's going well for you. Each day in December Days, we've got a word for the day, linked to a thought for the day, linked to a scripture. And at the moment, we're looking through the Old Testament and those promises of the coming Messiah fulfilled in Jesus. And today's word for the day is ruler as in a king or one in authority. And our text for today, as the same as yesterday, is Micah chapter 5 verses 2 and 3. Let me read this to you. But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you are small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from of old, from ancient times. Therefore Israel will be abandoned until the time when she who is in labor bears a son, and the rest of his brothers return to join the Israelites. So Micah, writing 750 years or so before Jesus was born, looks forward through the centuries to the day a new ruler will be born. Where will he be born? Not in the city of Jerusalem, the capital, but in a forgotten village called Bethlehem, the birthplace of King David, but now in the shadow of the city of Jerusalem. But this future David will be also a king, as David was, and this future David will be ruler over Israel. Jesus will come as that promised king, that second David. But this promise was fulfilled in a way that Micah could never have imagined. First of all, it was fulfilled. We know from Matthew's Gospel that when King Herod asked his advisors where Messiah would be born, they knew the answer. They knew it would be Bethlehem because Micah had said so. It was written in their prophecies. It's interesting that they were clear on that. They put two and two together. The Messiah was also the new king that the Magi were looking for. Expectation was clearly in the air, and they knew their scriptures. And so Jesus came as the promised ruler who was also the promised Messiah. Those two were one and the same person. He came in Jesus. But he was not the kind of ruler they had expected. This ruler was no threat to the Roman rule over the nation or Herod's family, which of course is what Herod was afraid of. Jesus spoke of his kingdom coming, yes, but he said, "My kingdom is not of this world." This promised child would indeed be a ruler and a king. But his rule would be of hearts and minds and lives given over to his authority. He is a king who rules by love and not by might. When a king is placed in authority over us, we have no choice over who rules over us. We have no choice but to submit to authorities that are placed over us. Even in a democracy, we have little choice. We have a vote, but we have to fall in line with what the majority says. And if you're in an autocracy or if you're in a dictatorship, you have no choice at all who rules over you. But this king is a king who we make our king by our choice. We have the choice to say yes or no to this king. We can say this ruler is the ruler of our lives because we choose to make it so, because we say yes to King Jesus. Jesus' kingdom is a kingdom of justice and of righteousness, a kingdom of joy and of love. And it's a kingdom of the willing. It's a kingdom of those who say yes to Jesus. Jesus is a ruler who rules our hearts by love, whose law is written on our hearts, and who rules because we have placed ourselves under his authority. He is a ruler with authority, but his authority is over us because we have placed ourselves under the authority of the one who made us and the one who loves us. Allow this ruler to rule in your hearts. He is a ruler who wants to come alongside us and show us that love and show us the way in which life should be lived. He is the ruler who comes as a child, as a baby. He is the ruler who comes not with tyranny, but with love, with gentleness, with concern, with what is best for each of us, and to make our lives right, and to turn this world the right way up. This is the ruler who is our King Jesus. Let us put ourselves under his authority. This is December Days, and I'm Wayne Clarke. We'll have some more thoughts on this same verse tomorrow.